Hi, my name is Jen Delaney, and today I wanted to address keeping a foot in each world for our own inner peace, for our own sake. So, I may tend a little bit towards the spiritual rather than the psychological today, but our egos, based on our survival programming and our trauma, are used to being baited. We have the neural networks to be baited into darkness, mainly because we've experienced so much darkness. I mean, I think about it. My mom was a refugee in World War II in Germany. She was Lithuanian in a refugee camp. She lost her mom from age 2 to 3. She almost died of starvation several times. She saw, she was in a bomb shelter she saw half of it blown up. I mean, this isn't that long ago. And so our bodies are always ready for the worst, ready for worst case scenario. I mean, it's the way our brain is entrained. It's why we have a negative bias. And so we get baited more easily. And so now we're seeing it in our politics. Two sides. Nope, there's nothing in between. It's these two sides that make the other the enemy. I'm watching it in families. I'm watching it in friendships. People that are just stunned that the people are on the other side, And so we're baited into making them the enemy, making that policy the enemy. We may not agree with them, but the foot in each world is that we have to see what's happening. Otherwise, we'll take down our planet. We'll take down our species. The planet will survive. But we have to have this foot in the other world. One foot can be in this world, navigating this world. After all, we have a body. We have emotions, and we're going to grieve. We're going to grieve that our friends may believe something different than we do. We've got to grieve that. We can't pretend it doesn't exist. The other foot is, where do we put our attention? Are we putting it in hell? Are we putting it in love? Are we feeling gripped and just torn apart? Or are we practicing what helps our bodies resonate with love? That could be for you prayer. It could be animal cards, medicine cards. It is more spiritual, because generally when we are opening that center, our heart center, we're usually giving to someone. We're usually grateful for a gift, grateful for someone's presence. And that resonance will help our brains strengthen the neural networks for love. So that's what I'm all about, because I don't want to watch us take each other down, and sure, I mean, if someone believes differently than I do, I'm not pleased about it, because I have very strong feelings about the way I would love our earth to go. But on the same token, if I let that take me 100%, I've lost out on the main message that's going to help our species, which is, how do I bring myself back to resonating with love? How do I grieve, but then bring myself to resonate with love? Because love is what's going to help us find the middle area. Not an AK-47, not a big screaming fit. That's only going to keep our brain in that same sort of survival 2-year-old tantrum place, which is where a lot of us are existing when we're in that state. It's so all-encompassing. It's so all-inclusive. You're on an all-inclusive trip to hell. When we're in that worked up, agitated 10 out of 10 state, there's no gray area. But if we're in an open-hearted, loving place, we're thinking of a million options. And so if we can practice that in our own bodies and not make each other the enemy, keep it in a conversation. If you want to have maybe a political discussion and you have some boundaries around it, or maybe you don't talk about politics at all with somebody. If that's going to destroy your relationship, what's more important? Your human friend, heart to heart. That's what's more important. I don't know. I don't know. This is my take on it, because I do want to see our species survive. And I want to see the beautiful earth housing us, and us taking care of earth, and us taking care of each other. Okay. Take good care.